Playing Madden.
Madden challenge.
Crushing somebody?
You just won it.
Madden
You just won it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. That was a little clip from me back in Madden 10, the Madden Challenge Finals in Miami. Got to meet Revis, so I thought that would be cool to start the thing off like that, since he is one of these Hall of Fame items that you could potentially choose from. We'll see what tier he falls in. No bias. So I don't care if I met you. I don't care. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna tell you if you are good or not when it comes to Madden, when it comes to your card. All right. Pre-order Madden. Look on the screen. If you pre-order it, you get this Hall of Fame pack. You have to do it by the 17th of August, so you have a little bit of time. Let's jump right into it. Let's look at these cards. All right, so we do have a tier list. I have these cards in a tier list. All right, I'm going to tell you who I think you should select, in my opinion, why you should select them based on fit for the team, based on what I think these cards will potentially be day one of MUT, how they will perform. All right, we're starting it off. Hall of Famer. All these guys are Hall of Famers. Joe Thomas. He came out of that class, man. That class with Megatron, Jamarcus Russell, Patrick Willis, Marshawn Lynch, Revis. He's in that class. Left tackle. Okay, so let me just start. It's similar to the draft. Not a fancy pick, not that skill position guy that you may want for your team, but left tackle. Honestly, his ratings are going to be good stacked up at left tackle. This could help your team immediately. You need someone to block that blind side, assuming you have a righty at the quarterback spot. And Joe Thomas, it's a solid. It's honestly a solid. It's not S tier in my opinion. I'd rather go out there with a lesser left tackle if that meant that I could get one of these other guys. But I'm not mad if you go here. I think there's definitely reason he should be in a good tier. So if you look at this the tier list, let's start with Joe Thomas. I think he definitely isn't S tier. Because I think there's better options, but I think he falls right below that. I think that's fair. I think he's an A tier selection of these 7. Left tackle, man. You can't go wrong with a good left tackle. All right, this card right here, D Ware. First thing that I noticed, 83 speed seems. That's the first thing I look at on cards. What your speed is relative to where MUT is, what part of your MUT is at, and 83 speed. That's really solid. Finesse move. He has the block shed. He has the power move. Doesn't have the play rec, but he does have the moves early on. I feel like we got to see what these abilities end up doing to these players. Again, these guys are guys that are going to start day one, potentially for your squad. 83 speed, DeMarcus Ware. I feel like you cannot go wrong with that. I don't think he's S tier, but I think he's at the top of it. I would put him in front of Joe Thomas for me personally. He would be the card I pick if I haven't seen the rest of these cards. He would be the card I pick as of right now. So let's put him in that tier. We're gonna go ahead and place him there. I think he is at the top of A. Move this guy. So Joe Thomas would be my second in the A tier. Let's move on to the next. Up next, we have Ronde Barber, and the first thing I'm noticing is, told you where I look. 80 speed? 80 speed. None of these players should be guys that have no spot on rosters, like automatically, but 80 speed is not going to cut it. He's at the bottom. He's at the bottom. Oh, you don't even have to look. No, you don't have to look any further. He is at the bottom. He is at the bottom of this tier list. Put him in C. There should be even worse than that. I'm not even going to call this C. We got to edit this. There you go. He's in D. He's in D now. That is actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Let's move on to the next. Zach Thomas. Okay, this dude was a demon back in the day, man. We played regs. Came on the scene playing regs. Dolphins were always kind of like towards the top. Never S tier. They were all like an A tier team. They had him, Sertan, what was that dude? Sam Edison. Zach Thomas, 82 speed. I like that. However, middle linebacker, you guys know the users, they're tough. They're tough out there. We got to see if they did anything as far as, making plays with a user middle linebacker, but 82 speed would be cool. Uh, One thing, Zach Thomas, I believe he is not even 6 foot tall. So definitely take that into consideration. That will bring his grade down for me. 71 zone, assuming we can't user him, he's not going to be blitzing at middle linebacker. He's not going to be off the edge because you can just go DeMarcus Ware. This card doesn't really have a ton of value for me. This card is not pickable in my opinion, from what I've seen. I'm going to have him in the B tier. He's going to be in the B tier for me. So let's go ahead and move him there. Zach Thomas going to be in the B tier. Better than Barber, though. As you can see, 82 speed compared to 80. That's just crazy. All right, on to the next. Joe Cleco. Don't know a ton about Cleco. He is a D tackle, 71 speed. You're not going to get the speed at the D tackle spot. Does have good power move, good block shed, good strength. All these cards are pretty balanced as far as like these ratings that they're showing off. However, his speed and finesse move are a little underwhelming. Obviously, you don't expect a ton of finesse from a D tackle, so that's to be expected. A run stop in DT. Uh, I'm gonna have to put him in the B tier. It's gonna be B. He's gonna be slightly above Zach Thomas. If like it came down to these two players, they're the last two players to get selected for my team. It's either Zach Thomas or Cleco. Cleco would just be one notch above Zach Thomas. All right, just because D tackle. Um, it is important when it comes to stopping that run. I don't know if there's a ton of D tackles day one that are going to be crazy ratings wise. He should find himself a spot on a roster before Zach Thomas does. So with that being said, let's move him into that B tier right in front of Zach Thomas. It's a fair spot. We got two players left. We got Chuck Howley, Flat Top McGee. I know nothing about Chuck Howley. Let's look at this car. 82 speed. He's a Dallas Cowboy. That's going to bring his points down a little bit. Does have better zone than middle linebacker, so take that into consideration. Middle linebacker, so similar to Zach Thomas as far as position goes. He has really good zone though. 82 zone. This guy may be able to stand out there alone. 85 hit power. That's nice. That's nice. His tackle's cool. 82 speed. Let's see if we could look and find Chuck Howley. I need to do some research on dude. Let me type his name in. Chuck Howley, 87 years old currently. Um, 6'3". Yo, this dude's gonna be better than Zach Thomas. I'll tell you that. He'll be better than Zach Thomas. Let's look at where I would put him. Howley, I'd probably take him in front of Cleco too. I'm not. Am I taking him before Joe Thomas? Probably not. Probably not. So I'd either put him at the end of A, which I think is fair. 6'3", middle linebacker with that speed. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. And he has good zone. So if you send him out there, right, patrolling your middle and say he's in the hook zone, 6'3" is still hard to throw over. It's hard to throw over, and he has speed. He has really good zone rating for the start of Mutt. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair. I would pick him third as of right now. Let's get into this last but not least, man. Darrell Revis, 83 speed, 83 excel, 82 agility, 85 jump. Got that zone, got that man to start. Price is 83. One thing about Revis, when it comes to Mutt, when you get down the road, he isn't the tallest cornerback, right? You got your Cromarties of the world out there, of course, and Darrell Revis is just not the tallest. But in the beginning of Mutt, you look at these cards and how he stacks up with the rest of his peers in this Hall of Fame class. This right here, S tier. This is the card I'm going to be choosing. 83. So again, 83 speed. I probably expect like receivers, like the really top end receivers, 85 or so speed to start. Like I don't know what they're going to do with ratings because it seems like they're scaled back a little bit. Um, I don't 100% know what they're going to do with ratings, but Revis to start, those ratings look solid at the cornerback spot. He looks like he's gonna be a top 3 corner on my team day one. If I had to guess, if we're just looking at the cards that we know, like of the base cards, right? Of the base cards, this card should make your roster. So I would have to have him in the S tier, man. That's my number one pick of the 7. That's how they stack up right there. There's one card I do do not take Ronde Barber. Like I mean, if you're a Bucks fan, do not take Ronde Barber. All right. If you're Tiki Barber, do not take. The only person that's taking Ronde Barber is Ronde Barber himself. Don't take that card. Any of these other cards, you can make an argument for. Darrell Revis is my pick. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let me know who you guys think is the best here. Did I mess up any of the tiers? Do you guys think someone should be ranked a lot higher than I had them? Let me know. Who's S tier to you? See you guys on the next video. Peace.